Hey everyone, my name is Mike. I didn't know what this channel was going to be about at first. I started out with a guitar tutorial and it wasn't all that great. I do apologize for that. I've practiced a little bit more since then. Sadly, I moved and don't have my guitars with me. However, I feel like this channel is going to be more about vlogging from now on. I also feel like that it's going to be maybe some gaming and goofing around. I just haven't been all that sure. But so today's gonna be my first vlog. Again, I'm not going into details with this particular thing, so there will be deeper videos as time goes on. This is only my first, so without further ado, the reason for this video is it came to me, and I know there's gonna be those people who condemn me, or laugh at me, or point fingers at me, but I am a Christian, and there's a night where I couldn't sleep, and the Lord told me during this time of where I was just wide awake to make a video. I didn't do it on the spot, obviously, because my wife was right here sleeping. um, so anyway, I just feel like there's people out there who need to hear this, and I know that I reflect on this a lot. One of the things I tend to do is I think a lot. I deep think a lot. And so one of the things I never thought I would do because I suck. I mean, I suck at public speaking. I'm going to say that right now. Is I never thought I'd be vlogging and nonetheless have a goal of becoming a motivational speaker of any form. So I am going to start with an experience where I was just blown out by life. I was exhausted, mentally exhausted. I was done with life. At this current time, I was working for Walmart. I was in, this was Palmdale Walmart neighborhood market. I was early to work, and I was sitting in my car, aux cord in, playing a playlist that I have just simply titled called Motivational Speakers. And on that playlist is the testimony of Steve Harvey. For those of you who don't know, yes, he is a Christian, and he was giving his testimony of success. But it wasn't just about success, it was about motivation. And he said, if you're not happy when your alarm goes off every morning, if you're not jumping out of bed to go to work, then you're not fulfilling your purpose. Simple as that. And there I was at Walmart, like, I don't want to go into work. I'd rather just go home. I don't want to be here whatsoever. I'm not in the mood for any of this. I don't want to deal with people. And that got me thinking as his testimony went on. He's like, I was 27 and I've never ever heard of a comedy club. But I showed up, told some jokes, and I figured out my purpose. He said that the next day he quit his job because he won uh, amateur night at the comedy club. For $50, he left his job and eventually lost everything, his home, all that. He was living out of his car. $50 because he had faith and that was his calling. And he wasn't wrong. He became successful by telling jokes. He's on TV. He was on all sorts of different platforms. And I mean, he said, if you're not successful, it's because of this particular Bible verse. You have not because you ask not. And I mean, that's true. If you're not seeking and asking what you're supposed to be doing in life, it's not going to come to you. And this, I call this my Steve Harvey moment for a reason, because there's been so many things I've wanted to do, but they weren't my true passion. But there are those things that I was passionate about, but ended up not doing. Like, I started out on the path to becoming a firefighter. I even joined a wildland firefighter crew for a little bit. Uh, there were some things that happened and I had to leave. I just couldn't do it. Do I miss it? Yes, I do, because I was passionate about firefighting. That's the one thing that I was really passionate about. There's other things I wanted to do, like marine biology. I pursue that in my free time, but it's not what I'm supposed to be doing as my main career. I was passionate about joining the military. I wanted to be a naval aviator. And some things happened. My eyesight's not what a fighter pilot's supposed to have, so I can't do that. And it's sad, but I know that's not what I'm supposed to do. Um, so during this Steve Harvey video, clear as day, I had a God encounter saying, music is what you do, and it's what you're good at. He said, I also called you years ago into the ministry, but you haven't done anything to pursue it. In fact, you've ran away from it. It's time that you get on track. The funny thing is about that my Steve Harvey moment is at that time, just before that day, I had taken my correctional officer entry exam, the written one. I passed, and this was like a week or two before my fitness exam. And I was like, well, perfect timing, you know? And so I emailed my officer in charge of dealing with my paperwork and said, I can't show up. This isn't what I'm supposed to do. So you can take my name off the list. Was it something I wanted to do? Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. But I decided no. I mean, during this journey it's been hard, don't get me wrong. Because there's been other opportunities that have come along the way. Things that could have got me money fast, could have got me success fast, could have got me anything I wanted fast. But I chose this path. Yes, I have music videos out on my other channels. Do I know that I'm not the best vocalist or the best guitar player yet, but I'm working on those things to improve because that's where I'm supposed to be. Same here with the motivational speaker thing. What I mentioned at the beginning of the video when when I had my God encounter the other night, this is what he wanted me to do. For the things that you're passionate about, you can still do it. You know, but you got to keep in mind what your true gift is. I've been involved in all sorts of workplaces with people. Don't get me wrong. So why would this be any different? You know, I'm sitting outside Walmart. I should be amped for work because that's how I'm a people person, but I wasn't. Instead, I was just like, another day. Let's get this over with so I can go home and just chillax. So now I am here in Hawaii attending Pacific Rim University, the best school on earth, and I've only been here for a few months now. So shout out Pat Grimm, go Voyagers. Also, if any of my friends and acquaintances and if any other students or faculty see this video, I want you to know that you guys rock and I thank you for everything you do. And this spiritual transformation that has been going on has been phenomenal. Also, for those of you who haven't heard of it, check it out. um, Another thing Steve Harvey had said was, sorry, I'm trying not to get all teary. He said you got to go out and get it, man. Don't wait, don't hesitate. You got to get it, chase it right now. That's what I did. My wife and I, we picked up, left California with not a lot in our pocket, and we're out here now, and we're both actually going to the university. We're studying hard, and things are actually looking up. I never thought my music was where I was supposed to be, and I never thought my music would be something that would be my leading career, because I've always had that mindset. I need to provide not just for myself but for my wife, and music is a hard thing to make money at. And I'm like, but that's not the reason why the Lord has chosen to lead me on this path. I want you to know that if you're doing something that you're not happy with, or you're questioning if you're supposed to be doing what you're doing, look inside yourself and don't just listen to motivational speakers. It helps. I'm not gonna lie, it helps. But pray about it. Get in the Bible. Pursue that passion. There isn't, I'm not gonna say your moment's gonna happen exactly like mine did, where, oh, I know what I'm supposed to do after listening to or halfway through the motivational video, you know? Sometimes it's going to take seeking and listening. You can't just rush in and be like, this is what I'm supposed to do. I know it. I feel it. You got to confirm it, you know? My confirmation has been through prayer, in all honesty. But I've also had reconfirmation several times in this school that I'm going to. Life changes are difficult. So when you're asked to step out and pursue something you thought would always be a hobby, like me, then you're like, well, okay. You kind of get shaken up because you gotta take a leap of faith. I'm telling you now, I'm glad I did it because it's been a great experience. I actually had another God encounter the other night. He gave me a list of songs that I need to write. Have I started? Yes, as soon as possible. He gave me not just songs, but now I need to have a band. And you might be saying, well, that's weird. And trust me, these things aren't weird. They're amazing. And the one thing he didn't give me was the who or when or what, you know. Well, he gave me the what. It's the band. He didn't give me the when or the who, which is people that are supposed to be in it. But I'm sure he'll reveal them to me as time goes on. That is my prayer right now. That's what I'm pursuing right now. The music that I've written in both of my channels, one is non isn't what I call Christian, it's more of a motivational, inspirational kind of music channel. And but they're all about real life. My other one, which is the Christian channel, Soulfire, those are songs that some of them are covers, but the ones that are my originals have been God given. And I know that the lyrics are out there to help people, just as they've spoken to me personally. And you're gonna, I know there's gonna be people in the comments that say I'm crazy. Go right ahead, because these encounters are as real as the sun and moon are in the sky. There's, I have, I haven't questioned a single one of those encounters, not once. Now you're gonna ask, how do I feel about not being as prosperous as I could be instantly with those other jobs, or you know, or as having a house or motorcycles or having the career advancements already. Well, it's not what I was supposed to do. Passionate about some of those things, yes. Wanting to do some of those things, yes. But instead, I chose to follow what God called me to do, my true calling, and I'm excited every second of the day, 24/7, 365. I am amped for this. Excited for this. You have no idea what this means to me. I'm like, my soul is on fire right now. That's how awesome this is. And I can't say it enough. That video I was watching of Steve Harvey, it changed my life. So shout out to Steve Harvey, if you ever see this video. these these things that happen, these God things, is what my professor, Dr. Polanco, called them. Also, I would highly recommend Dr. Polanco's book, God Things. Go check it out. But these God things are wonderful, and they're amazing, and they come when you least expect them to, or sometimes you do expect them. But the fact is, these God things and God encounters, they're truth, and they're there to as a tool to lead you. It's revealing what you're supposed to do, or revealing what you're not supposed to do, or revealing something wonderful that's going to happen. I've had many God encounters, and so you can't argue to me that they're fake or that God is fake. I won't believe. I'll listen, but I won't believe it. where I'm currently at in my school, my lifestyle, I mean, it's humbling having to earn every penny and every dollar just to get by. I love it. But don't stick to the things you're not good at. Don't stick to those things that don't make you excited every day. Seek, listen, find your true calling, and get amped for life. I'm telling you, once you find that true passion, you're not going to want to stop. You're going to want to keep on going. And that's what it's about. For now, I'm Mike, and I'll see you guys in the next video.